गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदं तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तमुपास्महे। नमस्ते शारदे देवी काश्मीरपुरवासिनि त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यां बुद्धिं च देहि मे। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं। गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि अस्तु So we have to start with the 14th shloka. So we are discussing about the gunas and how these gunas place us. So what kind of guna will place us where? What guna is needed for what? And the more it is, how to say,
how it acts.
how it will make one act.
Yes.
The more we encourage that guna, the more we practice, more than encourage, we can say the more we practice that guna, what will it help us do? The benefits and the disadvantages. So sometimes they are needed. And even with these gunas always, as long as one is following the dharma, certain deeds need to be done, right? As long as it is followed by dharma, they will not put the Atma in the Jivatma in any trouble. Like how the Raghuvamsha kings. As kings, they had to have Rajogunam. And because of that only, they will be able to rule the kingdom. Similarly, a Grihastha also needs to have a little bit of Rajogunam. Otherwise, he cannot run a household. We cannot do the day-to-day things that a Grihastha has to do. That little bit of attachments will be there, but not that they should be there. That attachments can, instead of saying attachments, we can still practice detachment while doing our duties.
Commitments.
But sometimes commitments, yes. So for that reason, we need to have. So we will be learning more about which guna will take us where. Okay. So first, Lakshmi Bhagini.
Bhagini. यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदोत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदा उत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते पदार्थः
Padaparachayam. Yeah, if you can try. You can.
Yeah, I will try. Okay. Yada avyayam sattve pravritte vayamapi saptami ekavachanam tu avyayam pralayam dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam yati ya dhatoh लट्लकार प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं देहभृत् प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं तदा अव्ययम् उत्तमविदां षष्ठी बहुवचनं लोकान् द्वितीया बहुवचनं अमलान् द्वितीया बहुवचनं प्रतिपद्यते प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं क्रियापद पदार्थः देहभृत् शरीरधारी सत्त्वे सत्त्वगुणे प्रवृद्धे विवृद्धे प्रलयं मरणं याति प्राप्नोति उत्तमविदां तत्त्वज्ञानिनाम् अमलान् शुद्धान् लोकान् प्रदेशान् प्रतिपद्यते अधिगच्छति अन्वयः सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु यदा देहभृत् प्रलयं याति तदा उत्तमविदाम् अमलान् लोकान् प्रतिपद्यते तात्पर्यम् सत्त्वगुणे प्रवृद्धे म्रियमाणः पुरुषः निर्मलान् तत्त्वज्ञानिनां लोकान् प्राप्नोति माधवमतम् उत्तमविदां विष्णुज्ञानिनां व्याकरणं देहं बिभर्ति इति देहभृत् कर्तरि क्विप् उपपदसमासश्च उत्तमान् हिरण्यगर्भादीन् विन्दन्ति इति उत्तमविदः तेषाम् उत्तमविदां कर्तरि क्विप् उपपदसमासश्च.
Astu. So here, what does it say? Sattvagune pravriddhe mriyamanaha purushaha nirmalan tattvajnaninam lokan prapnoti. Mriyamanaha means?
Who dies?
Huh? Mriyamanaha purushaha means?
Maranam prapnoti.
At the time of death.
At the time of death.
Mriyamanaha is a Shatranta. So at the time of death, the Purusha will obtain Nirmalan Tattvajnaninam Lokan Prapnoti. Sattvagune Pravriddhe. This is Sati Saptami. Bhavalakshana Saptami also. So when the Sattvagunam is in more, is dominant.
In a person.
While it is growing. When the Sattvaguna is more, then what happens at the time of death? The person will enter or obtain the Tattvajnaninam Lokan. Tattvajnaninam means Vishnu Jnaninam. Paramatma Tattvajnanam. Having Paramatma Tattvajnanam is nothing but having a Jnanam about Vishnu. Okay, Vishnu Jnaninam Lokan Prapnoti. Astu. So what is the Kriya Padam here?
Pratamam Yati Tadanantaram Pratipadyate. Vayam api.
So Yati. Ke Yati. So here look at the Anvaya. Sattve pravriddhe tu yada dehabrit pralayam yati tada uttamavidam amalan lokan pratipadyate. So Yati means goes at the time of death. So Dehabrit. Dehabrit means...
Who is having the body. Sharidhari.
Like the Jivatma.
Person. Jivatma.
So Yati. Kaha Yati? Dehabrit Yati. Kutra Yati? Pralayam. Pralayam means Maranam. Yada. Yada Dehabrit Sattve Pravriddhe Pralayam Yati. So when a Dehabrit, while his Sattvagunam is dominant, attains death, attains Maranam, tada kim bhavati lokan pratipadyate. Pratipadyate. Kidrishan lokan pratipadyate. Amalan lokan. Kasya. Kesham lokan pratipadyate.
Uttamavidam
Uttamavidam lokan pratipadyate. So here we have two sentences which are connected by yada and tada.
यदा तदा
Astu. Anantaram, Savitri Bhagini.
Yes, but रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते यथा यथा प्रलीनस्तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते तथा प्रलीनः तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते रजसि सप्तमी भक्ति एकवचन प्रलयं द्वितीया भक्ति एकवचन गत्वा त्वान्तः गम धातु कर्मसङ्गिषु सप्तमी भक्ति एकवचन जायते जनी धातु प्रथम पुरुष एकवचन आत्मनेपदी तथा अव्ययम प्रलीनः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन तमसि सप्तमी विभक्ति एकवचन मूढयोनिषु सप्तमी विभक्ति बहुवचन जायते प्रथमा विभक्ति प्रथम पुरुष एकवचन रजस पदार्थ रजसि रजोगुणे प्रलयं मृत्युं कर्मसङ्गिषु कर्मसक्तेषु जायते उद्भवति तमसि तमोगुणे प्रलीनः मृतः मूढयोनिषु निकृष्टयोनिषु अन्वयः रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गिषु जायते तथा तमसि प्रलीनः मूढयोनिषु जायते तात्पर्यं रजोगुणे प्रवृद्धे म्रियमाणः पुरुषः कर्मसक्तेषु मनुष्येषु जायते तमोगुणे प्रवृद्धे प्रियमाणः तु विवेकरहितेषु पशुप्रभृतिषु जन्मं प्राप्नोति व्याकरणं कर्मसु सज्जन्ते तच्छीलाः कर्मसङ्गिनः तेषु तच्छीलके कर्तरि निनिः उपपद समासश्च मूढा योनिः तेषां ते मूढयोनयः तेषु बहुव्रीहि समास योनौ मूढत्वं तद्युक्तानां मूढत्वेन इति बोध्यम्
So here rajogune pravriddhe, again sati saptami, when rajoguna is dominant, mriyamanaha purushaha karmasakteshu manushyeshu jayate. Karmasakteshu means karmasangi, means he who is in the karma yoga path, we can say, who has asakti in the karma sangishu, manushyeshu jayate. Tamogune pravriddhe म्रियमाणः तु विवेकरहितेषु पशुप्रभृतिषु जन्म प्राप्नोति. So vivekarahitam. So that is why they say that buddhi is a quality of only humans. Animals, why are you behaving like an animal? Is a common question that is asked when a person is behaving without vivekam.
Yes.
So animals are supposed to, they don't have buddhi, which the manushya have, which the manavas are given. That is why they say that only when we do so much good, we will be given the birth of a human. So here, pashu prabhritishu, janma prapnoti, vivekarahiteshu. So those in whom the rajoguna will be dominant at the time of death, he will be born to karmasakteshu manushyeshu.
Yes.
If he has tamogunam at the time of death, then he will be born to vivekarahiteshu yonishu jayate, moodha yonishu.
Yes. Yes.
So here Anvayaha is Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha tamasi pralinaha moodha yonishu jayate. So that is why they say even the Raghuvamsha kings, what did they do after they are done with their ruling? Once they handed over the kingdom, they went into They went into the Vanaprastha ashramam and they practiced the Sattva-guna again. They went into yoga, they went into meditation, they went into dhyanam, they changed their diet, they practiced yoga, and slowly they left their bodies. They practiced yoga and their dhyanam was so serene that they had the power of leaving their body also through yoga.
Oh,
That is the kind of control. They all had control over their indriyas through practicing of yoga. And yoga doesn't mean only asanas. Yoga, many times whenever we use the word yoga, that first thing that comes to our mind is the asanas.
yes,
Asanas
exercise.
is only a part of yoga. Yoga means capturing the mind, the focusing, the stillness in the mind. That is what is yoga. In the Yoga Darshanam also, in the very first few sutras, that is what will be given. But why everybody is associating yoga with these asanas? To be able to achieve that kind of focus with your mind, first your body should be in good condition. You cannot overeat and sit and ask the mind to focus. It cannot focus when the stomach is too full. When the stomach is too empty also, it cannot focus. Buddha already tried that. He thought, why should I eat? Let me not eat. Let me experiment. He experimented and understood that if we starve, nothing is going to happen. No progress will be in the path of meditation. Okay, we will only be suffering. Nobody asked us to suffer. No, like none
No
of
God
the
said
shastras
to do.
asked us to suffer. So we have to be in a comfortable focus, comfortable state of mind and body so that the mind can actually focus. So we should not starve. Many people, like we can apply this to our daily lives also. So many times we do fasting beyond the capacity of our body. When we are young, we were able to do that is fine. But after a certain age, if we are unable to do, we don't have to push ourselves to do that, because if the body is not able to take it, then whatever you want to do later, you cannot do. So at the same time, don't overeat, don't indulge in the tastes. Eat what is necessary to the body, keep it in a proper condition, and then it will focus on what we want it to focus on. So that is what all the great kings have done. Of course, munis will do. Why? Because they have chosen that path. That is what they are doing. So
They
from
have
the
that willpower.
they are already in that path. They have chosen that path. That is fine. But why I keep going back to Raghuvamsha kings as an example is they have led the life of a Raja, of a king. How much of
Luxurious.
luxury is there at their hands? Wealth-wise, food-wise, comfort-wise, everything is at their disposal. They used it for the right things, to protect the people, to provide good things for the kingdom. They used wisely their Shakti, their whatever Shakti they had, bodily energy, mental energy, everything they used for the benefit of the kingdom, because they took this up as a duty, as a responsibility. And they performed their duties and responsibilities with so much of sincerity and also detachment. If they were attached to it, they wouldn't be going. The minute they crowned the young prince, they will not be leaving. They will still linger there only, enjoying other benefits. But no, they didn't do that. The minute they crowned the young prince, they left to the forest and then practiced yoga and meditation, and they left their bodies. So that will show us how much detached they are to the work that they do. That is how you need to do. Not that they did not love their children, not that they did not love their country. They loved their country so much that they spent all their prime years in saving that country, protecting the country, providing for that country. Now they did not say, I did so much for this country, so let me just stay here and enjoy. They didn't do that. They were able to leave it because they were never attached to it to start with. But how can somebody do such kind of things without being attached? That is what is karma yoga is about.
Yes.
That is what we need to also understand. So in our discussions, we always felt, how can we do, or how can we not be attached to our own children? How can we not be attached to our own family? Whenever that question arises, we have to look up to the Raghuvamsha kings. They have done it. Of course, they are all very great kings and all. But at the same time, at least a little bit of it, we can take inspiration from them and start practicing. At least for the small things, we will easily be able to get detached. Sometimes people get attached on everything, on everything. The children or the grandchildren, they want to be involved in every aspect of their life. That is not needed, right?
Yes.
At least such things we can start eliminating. Okay. Okay. So, so our grandson is there. He's going to so and so college. Okay, let him go. Whatever he can decide. His parents can decide. No, I also want. I also want to say something regarding that. That is not needed. Such things we can filter away. Okay.
Yes.
Such things we can filter away. At least boil it down to what concerns us immediately. Our health, our mind, our responsibilities. We can bring it down to that. Rest of the things, just we can leave it to them. If they themselves come to us for some advice, then of course we can give within whatever we know, whatever knowledge we have, we can share it with them. So that is the kind of detachment with the karmas that one needs to have. So that is with the Rajoguna. So but even that Rajoguna, we have to transform it into Sattvaguna once we are done with our responsibilities. So that we will reach the Vishnu Jnaninam Lokan. Right? Only
Yes.
then we can reach the Vishnu Jnaninam Lokan, Tattva Jnaninam Lokan. Otherwise, what happens even at the time of leaving this body, if we are still thinking about what college my grandson is going to go, what is my daughter going to do with all the jewelry, if we keep thinking, means that is still Rajoguna is there, even when we are at the point of leaving our body. Then we will be born into Karma Sangishu Manushyeshu Jayate. And Tamoguna. So at the time of leaving the body, if the Tamoguna is still there, if we haven't practiced enough to bring it to a state of Sattva Guna, then we will be born to Viveka Rahiteshu Pashu Prabhritishu Janma Prap.
Yes.
And it need not be only Pashu. Even in humans, there will be so many who are without Vivekam. So maybe we will be born to such kind of people where they don't have any kind of Vivekam.
Yes.
Like that also we can take. If there is some good left in what we did, but the Tamoguna is still there. So we will still get the birth of a human, but we will be born into a yoni where that that person is a Mudha. So so what kind of environment we'll be born into? That is what we need to realize. So if we are born into an environment where there is no kind of vivekam, there is no guidance whatsoever, there is no environment. So again, it will be very difficult for us to muster up our own discipline to take up the path of dharma and tattvajnana. So then, it might take more time than is needed. So if now that we know this, we can practice Sattva Guna so that in our next life, we ourselves we are providing for ourselves. It is like your retirement plan. All the life we are putting aside some money, right? So that when I retire and if I need something for my expenses, I will take it from it and use so that my lifestyle will remain the same. Today, when I'm working, how I am leading this life, the same way I will lead till the end. So I'm saving it up every month. Similarly, in every life, we have to remember that this Sharira is only temporary, the Atma is permanent. So whatever it is going to, whichever Sharira it is going to enter, we don't know. But we want to make sure that that journey will continue forward. It should not go backward. So we are saving up through our abhyasa of the Sattva Guna. So while doing a job, we want to go into a better job only, not by performing well, by practicing well, we will improve our skills only to take up a better job, not to go back. Similarly, here also we have to do abhyasa to improve our mananam, to improve our gunas, sattva guna. So that we will, we don't know what kind of janma we are going to get. We don't know. Because this is not the only factor. There are so many other factors. Sancharita karmas also will be there. Did I say that word right?
Sancharita karma.
Sanchita karma, Bhagini. Sanchita.
Sanchita.
Sanchita karma. Accumulated karma.
Yes. Sanchita karmas. So those are accumulated over the janmas. It is not in this, it is not in last life. It can be a little bit from every life. Those will be counted as Sanchita karmas. So those also will have a role in what kind of life we are going to get in the next life. So there are so many factors. We don't know what our Sanchita karma is. I don't know what I did in my past lives. What naughty things I might have done. I don't know. It is still lingering there somewhere as Sanchita karma. It will come to me someday, somehow. Then I will say, I didn't do anything to anybody. Why am I like this? Right? That is the common thing many people say. Why? Because the Sanchita karmas are there. It is true that we haven't done anything knowingly in this life. But we don't know what we did unknowingly, even in this life. We don't know what we did in the previous life, knowingly or unknowingly. What we did also, we don't know now. Why I said that we don't know what we did unknowingly in this life is, many times people do not even realize how much of sin they can accumulate by simply not using good language. Even as simple as a conversation. When we are speaking something, we have to make sure every word that comes out of our mouth is the truth. First thing. And then, even if it is truth, it should be priyam. Just because it is truth, we cannot be rude. We cannot be rude just because it is truth. We have to make sure, ante, through our words, we should not hurt others. That is what it means. So, priyam. So, satyam and priyam. Who is following both? Either it is truth or it is rude. Right? Either it is asatyam, and even if they say satyam, it will be very rude sometimes. Right? So, but they don't know. They don't know that if they don't speak, if they hurt somebody with their words, that is also a papam. That is also a papam. Even the thought, they need not even say it out. We studied that in a previous adhyaya. Different kinds of dhyanams, right? Under that, even this also came. So we have to practice our vak. Tapas, actually, not dhyanam. Tapas. Different kinds of tapas were listed. In that, vak tapas is also there. What is vak tapas? Always speaking the truth, and that too very in a gentle way, not rude. So, who knows that? Today we have studied this shloka, we came to know. But how many people know that? They don't know that. So they keep using it. So they are accumulating sin. Unknowingly, they are accumulating sin. So, telisi teliyaka chesina papamulu, we say. Whenever we are praying to God, what do we pray? Please forgive me for the sins that I have done knowingly or unknowingly.
Yes.
Knowingly, we understand. Unknowingly, these are the kind of things that come under that category. We don't even realize that that is a sin. Even the thought. Say, for example, you put some money on the table. You just stepped outside, and by the time you came, you couldn't see the money, and somebody was there in that room. So immediately your first thought will be maybe they took it. It can be any person. It can be a relative. It can be a maid. It can be driver. It can be neighbor. We don't know. It can be anything, but that first thought will come. We could have forgotten. We must have put it somewhere and forgotten. Or somebody else in our family might thought, Are she forgot it here, let me put it inside. They might have put it inside. Or maybe whoever person was there, they took it to keep it in a safe place. We don't know. But that first thought will come. Technically speaking, that also will accumulate sin. Without knowing for sure, thinking even in that way can accumulate sin. Now, having said that, all of us might have sinned at some point or the other. Right?
Yes.
Such small things also. It may not be money. It can be other things like, say, for example, somebody came and asked you something. Okay. And you thought, I never told this to anybody. Who might have told her? Oh, this, my neighbor. I told my neighbor. She must have told. Maybe that neighbor did not tell, but I am assuming that she must have told. That also is wrong. So, in any way, knowingly or unknowingly, we will be making some mistakes. All these will gather sin. So the best way for us to go is not to be hasty in thinking about any negative aspect of anything. If there is a question, we just ask. Logically, reasonably, we need to ask, we need to sort it out and end it there. And if that thought, that is also again controlling the mind, right? Again, we have to make sure that before such thoughts come, we have to stop them right there. I know you want to say this, but stop right there. I don't want to encourage it. I don't want to accumulate sin. Like that, this is the way we can do the abhyasa. Like how whenever anger comes, we are consciously making an effort to stop that anger. Similarly, whenever negative thoughts are coming to our mind, we can again do abhyasam to stop those also. We can make an attempt to stop those also. Now, some thoughts will be there, analyzing. A person has done something which is not normal, say for example, which is hurtful. So, analyzing that there is nothing wrong in it. We are trying to understand what made that person behave the way they did. And because of that, some conclusion will come. That is also fine. We will come to some conclusion. Now, then we have to decide what to do with it. Whether we have to go and sort it out with them or just leave it at that. When I say leave it at that, we have to completely leave it. We shouldn't keep thinking about it constantly. Like, say, for example, in the earlier example, I put the money there. It was not there. And that is bothering me in my mind. I have doubt on somebody. Without asking, constantly thinking about this person took it, this person took it, this person took it, there is no use. Either we go and openly, I put it here, you were the only one there. Did you by any chance kept it somewhere, or did you see somebody keeping it in a safe place? Like that, if either we have to ask and clear it off, or if we decide not to ask, then we have to completely let it go. Completely let it go. No point in thinking and not clearing it with the person, right? Anything, as a matter of fact, because it will only eat up our mind. If you don't ask, but you are constantly thinking about it, it is only disturbing you. So what is the point? So you either clear it with them in a nice way or just leave it at that. Otherwise, it will account as a sin, which we are only accumulating. We are going to suffer for it. So again, we are doing ourselves only a benefit. By letting it go, we are never doing the other person a favor. We are doing only ourselves that favor. So that is how we need to think, because many times whenever we let go of something, we feel that the other person is benefiting, when in fact we are the ones who will benefit. but only if we let it go completely. Just by not asking and constantly suffering within ourselves about that is not going to make us feel better. Letting go means even from our mind, means completely forgiving. So somebody has said something to me. It is very hurtful. Either I sit with them and talk with them. So what made you say like that to me? Okay, that is hurtful. If you think that is just a joke, please don't joke with me another time, because that is hurting me. I'm sure you don't want to hurt me, but you will only understand if I tell you. Sometimes people won't understand our emotions. From where they come, that is okay to talk like that. So they will talk like that. Their intention is not to hurt you. That is how they are. But it is hurting us. And if we value that relationship, we can be open about it. We can tell them slowly and gently, this is hurting me. Can you please not do that again? If that is not your intention, if it is not your intention to hurt me, then they will not have a problem to stop it, right? So we have to sort it out like that. Or completely ignore it. To the point where, oh, how do you say? What will you do if your baby screams at you? If your child screams at you? You are going to let it go without any hard feelings. Either like that, we have to let it go, or we have to sort it out. But without doing both, if we simply experience the pain within ourselves, that will only make us suffer. And also, if we are thinking negatively about that other person, it will also accumulate sin. And that sattva guna, this is all rajoguna. This is all rajoguna. And tamoguna. Next level also will be there sometimes, depending on how the emotion takes you. So we don't want both of those. So consciously we have to correct each of these, one by one. So in these shlokas, whatever we are learning, what is to be done, what is not to be done, we have to make note, and every day just one look at them. Where are all the places I can correct myself in my thinking, in my behavior, in my daily routine. Like that, one thing at a time, we can start working on ourselves to change our own thinking. Some days we may not be able to do, which is fine. But majority of the days, because manas is not an easy thing to control. Only through abhyasa it will come. So today, if you start, don't expect to happen tomorrow. But there should be some kind of progress. And that we have to keep asking. If we are, after 1 week, if we find there is no change, we have to ask ourselves. So why am I not able to do it? There will be a reason again. There will be a reason. Identifying the reason is also part of abhyasa. Because without identifying the reason, we cannot manage it. We cannot eliminate it. We have to know the reason. Only then it will become easy for us to handle it. Right? So even when we are cooking, every day it is over frying. Why is it over frying? Either the stove is on high, or what else will make it over fry? Or you put it for too long. These are the two factors. So I have to observe my practice. What am I doing? Am I putting the gas on high, or am I leaving it on the stove too long? If I identify the problem, I can correct it. But if I'm not willing to identify the problem, I will never be able to correct it. I will keep saying, I cooked like every day only. I don't know why it is over fried. Right? So, like that. So that we have to identify. Here also we have to identify. So tamo guna will take us to mudha yoni. Mudha yoni. And again, pashu prabhritishu, it need not be just a pashu. This is only I am saying this. Anyone with even a human can come under that category. Somebody who is totally mudha. Okay. Anantaram, here what is the Kriya Padam? Jayate. Purushaha Jayate. Okay, here Purushaha is not given, but we can take it as Adhyahritam from the previous shloka. So, Kaha Jayate? Purushaha Jayate. Kim Kritva Jayate? Pralayam Gatva Jayate. Kutra Jayate? Karma Sangishu Jayate. Kada Rajasi Vivriddhe. So, when Rajoguna is there, is dominant, at the time of death, if the Rajoguna is dominant in him, he will be born
To karmasang.
To someone who is tied up in the karmas.
Karmas.
Because Rajoguna, that is Rajoguna, right? You get attached
Yes.
to things. So they will again be born into a household where people are also tied up with the karmas. They are so much tied up with the materialistic things, we can say.
Yes.
Attachments, any kind of attachments. Okay. Anantaram. And then the second part of the sentence.
Pralina tamasi. Tamoguna.
Tamasi vivriddhe. Vivriddhe we have to take Adhyahritam.
Adhyahar.
Pralinaha Mudha-yonishu Jayate. So Pralinaha means Mritaha. He who is dead will be born in the yoni of a Mudha. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Anantaram Alvelu Bhagini.
भगिनि कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखमज्ञानं तमसः फलं कर्मणः सुकृतात्
कर्मणः षष्ठी एकवचनं
षष्ठी एकवचनं सुकृतस्य षष्ठी एकवचनम् आहुः आहुः प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं
बहुवचनं
सात्विक बहुवचनम् ओके
कर्मणः also is बहुवचनं
कर्मणः बहुवचनं
कादु wait here sukritasya karmanah nirmalam sattvikam phalam ahuhu ahuhu here adhyahritam we have to take the kartrupadam. It is said by ahuhu means it is said, right? People say alaga.
People say सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनं फलं प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनं निर्मलं प्रथम फलं द्वितीयाविभक्ति एकवचनं रजसः षष्ठी एकवचनम् अस्तु प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनम् अस्तातु फलं द्वितीयाविभक्ति एकवचनं दुःखं द्वितीयाविभक्ति एकवचनम् अज्ञानम् अस्ति द्वितीयाविभक्ति एकवचनं तमसः षष्ठी एकवचनं फलं द्वितीयाविभक्ति एकवचनं पदार्थः सुकृतस्य कर्मणः साधुविहितस्य कर्मणः निर्मलं स्वच्छं सात्विकं सत्त्वसम्पन्नं फलं सुखरूपफलम् आहुः ब्रुवन्ति अन्वयः सुकृतस्य कर्मणः निर्मलं सात्विकं फलम् आहुः रजसः फलं तु दुःखं तमसः फलम् अज्ञानम् तात्पर्यं साधुविहितस्य कर्मणः सत्त्वप्रधानं स्वच्छं सुखं फलं कथयन्ति रजोगुणस्य दुःखं तमसस्तु अज्ञानम्.
So here ahuhu is bahuvachanam only. It is like sreshtaha bruvanti. The knowledgeable people say this. You can say munayaha, rishayaha, sreshtaha. So they say, the knowledgeable people say. What do they say? Sukrutasya karmanaha Nirmalam Satvikam Phalam
Phalam.
Ahuhu. Sukrutasya Karmanaha. Sadhu Vihitasya Karmanaha means the work,
Good deeds.
good work, basically. Sadhu Vihitasya Karmanaha. Through good work, what will happen? Nirmalam Satvikam Phalam.
Phalam.
You will obtain. You will obtain Satvikam Phalam. Nirmalam and Satvikam Phalam one will obtain by doing good work. Sukritasya Karmanaha.
Rajasastu phalam dukkham.
Rajasastu phalam dukkham. So Rajasaha means of a person with Rajoguna. Phalam, what kind of phalam will that person receive?
Dukkham. Sorrow.
The phalam of Rajasaha will be dukkham. Tamasaha phalam ajnanam. Here we can say tamasaha as the person with tamoguna or a karyam done with tamoguna. Okay. Rajogunasya dukkham tamahatu ajnanam. Rajogunasya. So here rajogunasya it is said. So we can take with a person with rajoguna. To him, whatever he does, it will only leave him in dukkha. The ultimate. It is not that he will never feel happy. He will feel happy, but that happiness is not ananta sukham. It is temporary. So for a few minutes he will be happy. Again he wants something more. So today he purchased something, a new home. He is happy, but tomorrow he wants something else. So that is a never-ending story. For somebody who is with Rajoguna, not every person who will purchase a home will want something new. I'm not saying that. A person with Rajoguna, today he will achieve something. He will be happy today. But again tomorrow, because of his Rajoguna, he wants something more. So whatever happiness he obtained yesterday is gone. Again he is in dukkham until he gets the next, whatever he wants next. Like Duryodhana. Like who else can you think of? Such people.
Ravana.
Ravana. Most of the Rakshasas are like that only. They keep getting boons, but they are never happy. They want even more. They want even more. Like that.
Is there.
So that Rajogunasya dukkham tamahatu ajnanam. So that having tamoguna will only lead to brain fog. Either nidra or what is the other thing that they mentioned? Nidra and laziness. So both of that will only keep their mind idle. So with mind being idle, what will happen? Ajnanam. There is no abhyasam going. There is no mananam going in that brain. So what will happen? Ajnanam. Okay. Anantaram. Surya Bhagini.
धन्यवाद भगिनी.
नमस्ते. तत्पात् सञ्जायते ज्ञानं रजसो लोभ एव च प्रमादमोहो तमसः भवतो ज्ञानमेव च सत्त्वात् सत्त्वं नपुंसकलिङ्गं कदा नपुंसकलिङ्गं पंचमी विभक्ति एकवचनं संजायते उपसर्ग जायते संजायते आत्मनेपदी लट्लकारं प्रथम एकवचनं ज्ञानं प्रथम एकवचनं रजसः रजस् शब्दं ఇది కూడా నపుంసకలింగమే కదా రజస్సు
అవును
ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం లోభః
పంచమి ఏకవచనం
రజసః పంచమి ఏకవచనం లోభः ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం ఏవ అవ్యయం చ అవ్యయం ప్రమాద మోహో ద్వితీయ ఏకవచనం. తమసః తమసః మళ్ళీ ఇది కూడా పంచమి ఏకవచనం. భవతః భవతః పంచమి ఏకవచనం.
భవతః అజ్ఞానం ఏవ చ.
భవతః కూడా
షష్ఠి
పంచమి
షష్ఠి
ఏకవచనం.
షష్ఠి తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా. భవతః అజ్ఞానం
షష్ఠి
ఏవ చ.
ఏకవచనం. అజ్ఞానం ఇది కూడా ప్రథమ నపుంసకలింగం ఏకవచనం. ఏవ అవ్యయం చ అవ్యయం. పదార్థః సత్వాత్ సత్వగుణాత్. జ్ఞానం వివేకః రజసః రజోగుణాత్. తమసః తమోగుణాత్. ప్రమోదమోహో ప్రమోదః మోహశ్చ. భవతః సంభవతః. అన్వయః సత్వాత్ జ్ఞానం సంజాయతే రజసః లోభः ఏవ చ. తమసః ప్రమాదమోహో భవతః అజ్ఞానం ఏవ చ. తాత్పర్యం సత్వగుణాత్ వివేకః సంభవతి. రజోగుణాత్ తృష్ణ. తమోగుణాత్ అజ్ఞాన ప్రయుక్తో మోహ ప్రమాదో సంభవతః. వ్యాకరణం ప్రమాదశ్చ మోహశ్చ ప్రమాదమోహో ద్వంద్వః. నా జ్ఞానం అజ్ఞానం నైతత్పురుషః.
So here bhavatah is actually a kriya padam, not shashti, because pramada moha bhavatah. So pramadam and moha both will happen. So bhavatah is latlakara prathama purusha dvivachanam.
ద్వివచనం. భవతః క్రియాపదం అయితే సంజ అయితే కూడా క్రియాపదమే అవుతుంది కదా.
సో సత్వాత్ జ్ఞానం సంజాయతే. రజసః లోభః సంజాయతే. తమసః ప్రమాదమోహౌ భవతః అజ్ఞానం ఏవ చ. సత్వాత్ జ్ఞానం సంజాయతే. రజసః లోభః సంజాయతే. లోభః ఏవ చ మీన్స్ లోభః, ఓన్లీ లోభ విల్ బి obtained by rajasah, by rajoguna. Tamasah pramada mohau bhavatah ajnanam eva cha. Pramada moha means moha is illusion. And pramada is, last week we discussed. What is pramada?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. So ignorance and illusion. Ignorance and illusion are caused, and through which again ajnanam, which results in nothing but ajnanam. So sattva gunat vivekah sambhavati. Rajo gunat trishna. Tamo gunat ajnana prayuktau moha pramadau sambhavatah. Ajnana prayuktau, through ajnana moha pramadau sambhavatah. So where is illusion? Only when there is no clarity. Kada? When you are seeing at a rope and thinking it is a snake, there is no clarity because there is no proper light. So we are looking at the rope and thinking it is a snake. Because ajnanam. Because of ajnanam we are in doubt. But the minute the light is switched on, and once you are able to see everything clearly, you will understand this is only a rope and not a snake. So as long as ajnanam is there, it will result in moha and pramada, illusion. So looking at rope and thinking it is snake is illusion. And what is pramada? Ignorance. Again, same. Illusion and ignorance. Ajnanam is also ignorance only.
ప్రమాదం అంటే యాక్సిడెంట్ అన్నట్టుగా తీసుకోవచ్చు.
Accident, that is one meaning of pramada. Manamu last week we discussed, right?
Adamancy also. He is
Adamancy.
not ready to
Correct.
accept anything.
Stubbornness. Correct.
Stubbornness, right.
So here in this context, we have to take that Monditanam. What did Ravana do? What did Ravana do? Mandodari told. Vibhishana told. So many people told him, see, you return Sita to Rama very respectfully. Otherwise, you will be destroyed. He was very adamant about it. He thought a mere man cannot do anything to me. I already have a boon that no harm can come to me with a man. He was adamant about it. That is pramadam. That is a little different than ajnanam. Right? It is a little different than illusion. Monditanam is different. So this is pramadam is being adamant. That is the right word. I kept forgetting it. Being adamant. Ante monditanam. That is a very good quality of tamo guna. People with tamo guna will definitely have that. Being adamant about everything. There will not be any logic. They will simply Mondivadana antar chudu. Mondivadana. They do this, they simply are being stubborn. They keep arguing without any logic. They simply want to get their word. Ante. There is no logic. If you try to reason with them, they won't listen. They will simply say, no, this is it. That's all. So that is a kind of guna in people with tamo guna. That is a quality of tamo guna. Ajnanam is a quality of tamo guna. Illusion, moham is also a quality of tamo guna. All these. So illusion is because of brahma. That also is because of tamo guna. That also is because of ajnanam. So that is why here, what is it said? Tamo gunat ajnana prayuktau moha pramadau sambhavataha. Because the tamo guna gives ajnanam and the ajnanam gives moha and pramada. Because a person with viveka will never jump to any conclusions. They will think. That is called wisdom. Intelligence is different from wisdom. Just being intelligence also, it will help you in getting more marks in an exam. But in life, just intelligence will not help. Wisdom is needed. That wisdom is what is called vivekam. Because they won't try to prove themselves. They won't try to always show that they are clever or smart. When the situation comes, how to get the best out of it. Best ante in the rightful way, dharmika way, not for benefit. They say that like a king once tells his son, so the son will ask, you are very powerful. Why don't you go and destroy all your enemies? So the king will say, no. We have to show our power and courage only when it is needed. Just because I am powerful, it doesn't mean I have to go and keep killing all people. That is not courage. Courage is when you need it, you have to use it. When it is not needed, you don't have to use it just because you have courage. Ante kada?
అంటే అవసరమైనప్పుడు వాడాలి లేకపోతే
లేదు. That harmony should be maintained. If there is no need, just because I have courage and I have strength and I am powerful, what is the point in going and killing everybody? There is no point. There is no necessity. So only when the necessity arises, we have to show our courage. Ante kada? So like that. So like they say, even when you have the strength, not showing it on people who are inferior to you, that is good nature. Only then you are considered as a good person, good-hearted person and a wise person. Only a Viveka will do that. Somebody who has the power but no Vivekam, what will they do? They will simply go. Ippudu, we are walking on a road. There is a snake several feet away. It is going by its own in another direction. Will we let it go, or just because we can kill it, will we kill it? What will we do? We will let it go. We have to let it go. Because in this planet, everybody is coexisting. Now, when it really comes and ties you up and tries to bite you, then you have to kill it. Only then we have to hit it. If possible, we should catch it and leave it. If that is not possible, then we can kill it. But not when it is minding its own way. Just because I have a stick in my hand, going and killing it does not make sense. Like that. That is Vivekam. Not simply Bala Prayogam. So there is a big difference between, having intelligence, having wisdom, and simply having strength and power. With the power actually comes responsibility. We have to be even more responsible. Once somebody is powerful, they have to be even more responsible to see how it can be used in the best in the best way to everybody, beneficial to everybody. That is the difference between Rakshasas and the Devatas. Why are always the Rakshasas causing trouble? Because they acquire these powers. They do tapas. They either do tapas for either Lord Shiva or Brahma. They keep getting all these varams. And then they will cause trouble. They will get themselves in trouble. And then again, Vishnu has to come and protect. Right? Because they don't have Vivekam, they don't know how to use that power.
అంటే వాళ్ళ వివేకం వాళ్ళు సుఖపడాలన్న దాని మీదే ఉంటుంది.
They think that they are, but అందులో సుఖమేముంది?
వాళ్ళకి అదే సుఖం.
That is illusion. అదే మోహం. Thinking that they are enjoying. Atanu Ravanasurudu, what did he think? He thought that by bringing Sita, he thought he will obtain sukham. That illusion. Right? What did Surpanaka think? That she can lure either Rama or Lakshmana. But was she able to? No, that is illusion. She thought with her Maya, she can cheat them. She can make them think that she's a beautiful woman and lure them to marry her. Ade illusion. That is what is moham. And many times, who are the ones that are getting illusion or ajnanam? Because of this ajnanam, mostly Rakshasas. Even last week we discussed the story of Ekalavya. That is the reason why Dronacharya took away that from him. Because he doesn't know how to use his skill. He is wasting it on not very important things or disrupting the wildlife for no reason. So that is why he took it away. He is a very good student. He is very skillful. But what is the point? He doesn't have Vivekam how to use that skill. So simply acquiring skill is not enough. Knowing how to use it wisely is important. That is why many big business people hand over their empires to their next generation. But how many of them have really continued that legacy?
ఉండదు, అలా ఉండదు.
Why? Because of, again, various reasons. That wisdom they cannot pass on, kada. They are able to pass on the empire, but that wisdom they cannot pass. So if that successor is not wise enough, he is unable to keep it. Even in Raghuvamsha, even though there are so many hundreds and thousands of kings in Raghuvamsha who are 99 of them out of 100. Say, for example, if 100 are there, 99 of them are very good. That last one, the 100th one, was Moodha. So the whole Raghuvamsha, which was established in such a very great way and maintained by so many great kings for so many centuries, was collapsed by one king. That whole Raghuvamsha came to shatters only because of one king. అతని చేతిలో మొత్తం వెళ్ళిపోయింది.
జనరల్ గా అలాగే అవుతుంది, కొన్నాళ్ళు వేసరికి ఒక మార్పు అలాగే వస్తూ ఉంటుంది.
Why? Because he is a Mudha. He didn't know how to use his power as a king of Raghuvamsha. What could he have done? No, he gave in to sensual pleasures. Indriya. With Indriyas, he was not able to take control of his Indriyas. So he gave in to all the pleasures, worldly pleasures. Emautundi, when king is doing that without ruling his kingdom, he is always constantly drinking, staying with women and playing dice and all this. What will happen? The neighboring kings will take over. They are also waiting for an opportunity.
వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు కనిపెట్టుకునే ఉంటారు కదా.
So that is how all the great empires have fallen because of such one bad seed. So those are the ones with tamoguna, we can tell. Like that. Either rajoguna or tamoguna. Both. Sometimes both also can be there. So here, so what will happen to the one with satvaguna? Nirmalam satvikam phalam. And rajoguna dukkham phalam. And tamoguna ajnanam phalam. And through ajnanam, what will they obtain?
Dukkham.
This one, what is that? Moha pramadav. Moha pramadav sambhavatah. Okay. Anantaram, Alirani Bagini?
One, this pramadaha, is that meaning, will it change according the situation?
Yes, that accident is also there. But
no, in Kannada also, the concept was pramada, means extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Pramadam in Tamil, it is extraordinary. In Kannada, accidentally, luckily, like that.
In Telugu, we use it as accident only, purely accident. Pramadam jargindi means there was an accident.
In Kannada also.
Danger also. Pramadam chala pramadam panchayaddu, we say. Means like danger, it is dangerous.
So it changes its...
But in only Sanskrit, how, ante what are all the meanings that are there in Samskritam, we have to see. Sometimes because of regional effect also, there can be multiple meanings regionally. But in Sanskrit, mainly it is this madness, some kind of madness, carelessness, adamancy. Yeah, madness can be related to adamancy. Carelessness, negligence, those meanings are also there. So carelessness means it will always lead to danger.
Yes.
Negligence also can lead to danger. So like that, sometimes, contextual meanings can happen.
Okay, thank you.
So Allirani Bagini?
Madam. Urthvam gachanti sattvastha, madhye tishthanti rajasaha, jaganyaguni vrittistha, atho gachanti tamasaha. Urthvam, Swamyukti ekavachanam.
ఇది అవ్యయం కింద తీసుకోవచ్చు ఊర్ధ్వం.
అవ్యయమా? ఊర్ధ్వలోకం అన్నారు కదా, ఊర్ధ్వలోకం. గచ్చంతి ప్రథమ పురుష బహువచనం, సత్వస్థాః ప్రథమ విభక్తి బహువచనం, మధ్యే సప్తమి ఏకవచనం, తిష్టంతి ప్రథమ పురుష బహువచనం, రాజసాః ప్రథమ విభక్తి బహువచనం, జఘన్య గుణ వృత్తిస్థాః ప్రథమ విభక్తి బహువచనం,
अथो अतः अतः प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनं द्वितीयाविभक्ति प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनं
Avyayam you can take actually.
అథో అతः ఇక్కడ మీనింగ్ లో నీచలోకం అని
That is fine, but it is an
Here
avyayam.
it is used as the
Karma
vibhakti rupam only, na? Urdhvam, madhye, adaha. It is used as karma padam only, na, Bhagini?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
But
Avyayam.
sometimes
In
though
general, it is avyayam.
no. Though it appears like it is being used as karma padam, they can
It has to be taken as avyayam only.
avyayam. They are avyayam only. They can be used as they appear to be like karma padam, but they are actually adhikarana.
Okay, okay.
Okay, because especially when they are used with gam dhatu.
Astu Bhagini.
गच्छन्ति प्रथम गच्छन्ति प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनं तामसाः प्रथमाविभक्ति बहुवचनं पदार्थः सत्त्वस्थाः सात्विकाः ऊर्ध्वलोकं राजसाः रजोगुणप्रधानाः मध्ये मनुष्यलोके जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः नीचगुणप्रवृत्तिसंस्थिताः तामसाः तमोगुणप्रधानाः अधः नीचलोकम् अन्वयः सत्त्वस्थाः ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति रजसाः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः तमसाः अधः गच्छन्ति तात्पर्यं सात्विकाः ऊर्ध्वलोकं प्राप्नुवन्ति रजसाः मध्ये मनुष्यलोके तिष्ठन्ति नीचगुणप्रवृत्तौ वर्तमानाः तु तमोगुणप्रधानाः नीचलोकं यान्ति
Madhavamatam. Next page.
माधवमतम् ऊर्ध्वलोकं जनलोकादिं ऊर्ध्वलोकं मध्ये जनलोकादिम् ऊर्ध्वलोकं मध्ये स्वर्लोकः इत्यादिं मर्त्यलोकम् अतः नरकलोकम् व्याकरणं सत्त्वे तिष्ठन्ति इति सत्त्वस्थाः कर्तरिकः उपपदश्च समासश्च रजः येषु वा अस्ति इति रजसाः मधुवर्थिका अच्छ जघन्यगुणः कर्मधारयः जघन्यगुणस्य जघन्यगुणवृत्तिः षष्ठीतत्पुरुषः जघन्यगुणवृत्तौ तिष्ठन्तीति जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्थाः कर्तरिकः उपपदसमासश्च तमः येषु वा अस्ति इति तामसाः मधुवर्तिका अच्छ.
So here what is the anvaya? Sattvasthaha urdhvam gachanti, rajasaha madhye tishthanti, jaganya gunavrittisthaha tamasaha adhaha gachanti. So here it is clearly given. Urdhvaha means urdhvalokam means janalokadim urdhvalokam. Madhye means swarlokaha ityadim martyalokam. Adaha means narakalokam. So martya means mortality will be there. Means death will be there. Whereas urdhvalokam means death will not be there. Martyalokam means where that birth and death will be there. And adaha is narakalokam. Okay. So tatparyam satvikaha urdhvalokam prapnuvanti rajasaha madhye manushya-loke tishthanti neecha guna pravrittau vartamanaha tu tamo guna pradhanaha neecha lokam yanti. Okay. So Urdhva Lokam is like that Pitrulokas, where only that Sukham will be there. There will not be any rebirth. Okay. They will be there for a very long time. And once they have experienced...
స్వర్గలోకం అనొచ్చా? కాదు.
Anachu.
Swargalokam.
Swargalokam also you can say, but the only difference between Swargalokam and Pitrulokam is people who go to Swargalokam can still come back. Until there are good and bad things they have done. To experience the good, they will go to Swargam. They will experience all the benefits of doing the good, say for example, and still they have to come back. Usually Pitrulokas or Devalokas means where they will never come back again. Until no birth. They will exist like, if they haven't achieved moksha, they will exist as Gandharvas and this and that, like that. If they have achieved moksha, then they will, Pitrulokas also they will surpass. So Pitrulokas are still inferior to moksham. So somebody in Pitruloka is, they don't have anything to come back to. Some people in Pitruloka still come back, but after a very, 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 very long time. They will be there like almost for so long. And some people might stay there only, never come back. But usually, either they attain moksha or they come back. And people who come back after going to Pitrulokas will come back only to do some good to the society, or there is some good left for them also to just experience it. Until they won't gain any, they will not be in a position to again accrue any papa. That way we can put it. They will not come back to do again some sins or whatever. They are beyond that. They have already attained siddhi, but they are here for a reason, to do something for the mankind. Like that we can look at it. So Pitrulokas, Urdhvalokam, that we can consider as Urdhvalokam. Rajasaha Manushya-loke tishtanti. So, so here everybody in this prapancha that we can see are like Rajasaha. And Nicha Guna Pravrittau Vartamanaha Tamo Guna Pradhanaha Nicha Lokam Yanti. So that is Narakam. Narakam Yanti. Again, are these three different places physically? Are these three different places physically? At least the Manushya Lokam and the Naraka
Yes,
Lokam?
ma.
Not physically, but they are.
It's only, no?
I couldn't hear.
What is the question, ma'am?
The question is, are these three lokas separate physical places?
No, madam. No, Bhagini.
So how do you look at
They
it?
are in their mind.
Yes.
Yes.
We can look at it as the state of mind that we are in. Right?
Yes.
So that that sattva guna, we see some people who are just that one urdhva lokam, maybe, we will, because there is no birth for them, they will not be here. They are like Ramadasu. You know how Ramadasu, after seeing his devotion, the Lord will grant him moksha. What will he say? He will say, no. Can I sing your songs there? He will ask. So Paramatma says, no, it is a very good place. You don't have to do anything. There is nothing there. You will just experience sukham. So Ramadasu will say, when I am not able to do your Nama Kirtana, Nama Sankirtana, what kind of sukham is that? I don't want that moksham, where I cannot even do your Nama Sankirtana. So he will grant him a place where he can still be there doing his Nama Sankirtana, but not exactly moksha, but not exactly he took birth, right? He is in that state. Now, I think there is such a state.
Okay.
Because they are not, they need not be on this earth anymore. They have already gone through all that. They are beyond it. They are beyond this sharira. So they are totally detached with the sharira. So they can linger there in the name of Paramatma. They are not completely in the Paramatma like moksham, where there is no rebirth, but that thing is there. That positive energy, you can look at it as some positive energy, right? They are lingering. Such people's blessings only sometimes are on us.
Yes.
But Manushya Loka and Narakam, I would say, can exist here itself. To some extent, the Sattva-guna people are also there. That is also here. But there is one simple difference. Now, the people who are actually existing here still have something to clear. No matter, even if it is good also. Even if it is good also, they still had to do certain things. They still have some responsibilities, whatever it is. So, say for example, Janaka Maharaja. He attained Siddhi, but why is he still there? Because he is shown as an example for people to explain how a person can lead a Grihastha ashrama and attain Siddhi. He is an example. We have to follow him. We have to follow him to learn how to attain Siddhi while in the Grihastha ashrama. Like that, there are some people who have come, they have a purpose. So they have come here. So they are also like, you can consider them as Urdhva Lokam. But they are still here in that physical form and all. But then there is another phase where that Pitru Lokas are there. They are described even in our shlokas in the previous chapters. That Pitru Lokas are there. So people who have nothing to do here, until they have already cleared everything, all their duties, all their responsibilities, all their positives, all their negatives, everything is dealt with completely. They will go to the Pitru Lokas. Some of them will come back like the Janaka Maharaja to lead, to give an example, to set an example, to lead people to do certain things. For that reason, some of them will come back. I don't know if they come back because for some reason they are bound to do that. That job is assigned to them for some reason or not. That I don't know. But there are Pitrulokas where there is only Sukham, and then some of them will come back. So whether the people who come back also will experience that Parama Sukham only, Ananta Sukham, they will experience that. They will do their duty. While they are doing their duty, they still can be in that state of mind, right? So that also we can consider as Urdhva Lokam. But there is still that Pitru Lokam, where everybody, all the humans who have already attained Siddhi can go there, kind of thing. Like that also we can look at it. But for Manushyas and what is the third one? Narakalokam. Definitely it is here on. So they will be experiencing only Dukkham, that is Narakalokam. And others, Manushya Lokam, Madhye. So they
Both
good
they
and
will
bad. Good
experience.
and bad. They are on the path. They are still struggling on their spiritual path, trying to move forward. Like that we can take. But who are tied up with the Rajoguna, with the attachments. With the attachments of the worldly life, they are tied up. And Narakalokam is mostly people who are only experiencing for all their bad karmas, who are completely filled with the Tamoguna and nothing else. Like that we can look at it. Any thoughts to share? I am just telling as per my understanding. But if any of you can share this, share your thoughts also, that will be good.
అంటే అక్కడ ఇప్పుడు కొంతమంది ఉంటారంటారు ఇదేంటిది దేహులు విదేహులు అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. కొంతమంది దేహంతో ఉంటారు, కొంతమంది ఏమో పూర్తిగా మోక్షాన్ని కోరుకుంటారు.
ఆ,
ఆ దేహంతో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఏదో ఒక పరిస్థితిలో మళ్ళీ రావాల్సి వస్తుంది ఇక్కడికి.
ఆ,
దాంట్లో ఇప్పుడు ఇదేంటి దివోదాస్ అని చెప్పేసి ఒక రాజు ఉన్నాడు.
ఆ,
అతను చాలా గొప్పవాడు.
ఉమ్,
అతన్ని మళ్ళీ దేవలోకం వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఎందుకో ఒక రాక్షసుడిని చంపాల్సి వచ్చి భూలోకానికి వెళ్ళమని చెప్పేసి అని అంటారు అనమాట.
ఆ,
అంటే భూలోకం వస్తే నేనున్నప్పుడు ఇంకంటే కాశీ వెళ్ళాలి అతను.
ఉమ్,
నేనున్నప్పుడు శివుడు కూడా అక్కడికి రావడానికి వీలు లేదని చెప్పేసి అని అంటాడు అనమాట. అలా అయితే వెళ్తాను నేను అంటాడు.
ఆ,
అంటే అప్పుడు శివుడిని సరేనని చెప్పేసి ముందర ఇది అవ్వాలి కదా అని చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళమంటారు. వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత చాలా రోజులు అయిన తర్వాత కాశీని వదిలిపెట్టి ఎవరు కూడా ఉండలేరు, అందుకని చెప్పేసి ఇతను ఎలాగైనా సరే మళ్ళీ వెనక్కి పంపించేసేయాలంటే అతను ఏం చేసినా సరే వెళ్ళడానికి ఇష్టపడ్డా అనమాట.
ఆ,
ఇష్టపడకపోతే అప్పుడు విఘ్నేశ్వరుడు వచ్చి దుండి గణపతి అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు.
ఆ,
పైగా ఏం చేస్తాడంటే అగ్ని వరుణుడు వీళ్ళందరూ వాళ్ళ పనులు మానేస్తారు భూమి మీద.
ఆ,
మానేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, వర్షాలు రావు, పంటలు ఉండవు, జనాలందరూ ఇబ్బంది పడతారు.
ఉమ్,
అన్నీ అయితే ఇప్పుడు మీరు లేకపోయినా కానీ పర్వాలేదు, మీరు కురిపించకపోయినాను నేనే చేస్తానని చెప్పేసి తన తపశ్శక్తితోటి అందరి ఇళ్లలో అగ్ని రాజులు చేసి అలా అన్ని చేస్తాడు అనమాట. వానలు కురిపించి పంటలు పండించి అన్ని చేస్తాడు అనమాట.
ఉమ్,
అలా చేస్తే అప్పుడు ఇంక ఇది లాభం లేదని చెప్పేసి విఘ్నేశ్వరుడు వస్తాడు ఫస్ట్.
ఉమ్,
వచ్చి డుండి గణపతి అంటారు, డుండిలో పిలుస్తాడు విఘ్నేశ్వరుడు.
ఆ,
అప్పుడు అతనితో మొత్తం మీద వాదన చేసి అతను కాశీ నుంచి బయటికి రప్పిస్తాడు. ఎందుకో
ఓకే,
రప్పించేసరికి ఒకసారి బయటికి వెళ్ళాడు కాబట్టి మాట ప్రకారం ఇంకా లోపల ఉండలేదు కదా కాశీ లోపల.
ఆ,
అలా అతన్ని ఇంకా నువ్వు వచ్చేసావు కాబట్టి ఇంకా బయటికి వెళ్ళు,
ఉమ్,
ఇదేంటిది శివుడు ఉండాల్సిన ప్లేస్ ఇది అని చెప్పేసి అందరూ కలిసి అతన్ని మళ్ళీ పంపించేస్తారు. వెళ్తాడు మరి. చాలా శివభక్తుడు అనమాట అతను. అంటే వాళ్ళ
ఓకే,
శక్తి అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత అలా ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఈ భోజ సత్తుడు కథలు ఇలా ఉంటాయి కదా,
ఆ,
వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఇప్పుడు రామకృష్ణ పరమహంసలు కూడా అలాగే అంటారు.
ఆహా,
అలా ఉన్న వాళ్ళని, వేరే లోకంలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళని ఇక్కడ భూమి మీద పని ఉంది కాబట్టి వెళ్ళమని చెప్పేసి అని పంపించారని చెప్పేసాను.
ఆ, అదే, యా, లైక్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ అన్నమాచార్య ఆల్సో వి థింక్ ఆఫ్ హిమ్ యాజ్ అంశ ఆఫ్ విష్ణు, రైట్? సో లైక్
విష్ణు
దట్, యా,
విష్ణు కత్తి
నందకం విష్ణు స్వర్డ్.
నాందకం
so they come
అలా.
on a purpose basically. But some people, they come and again experience the good and bad, whereas some come, do their duty and leave. It all again depends on what they have done, their history and everything, which we don't know. But yeah, we can look at it like that. So sattvam will take you to urdhvam, rajasaha madhye tishtanti manushya martya loke, and then tamasaha adho gachanti. Okay, we'll stop here today. Alivelu Bhaini.
ఆం భగిని.
భవంతు సుఖినః సర్వే సంతు నిరామయాః సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు మా కశ్చిద్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతిః. ధన్యవాద భగిని. నమస్కారः భగిని. సర్వేభ్యः ధన్యవాదः. నమస్కారः.
ధన్యవాదాः
శుభరాత్రి
సర్వేభ్యः.
సర్వేభ్యः
శుభరాత్రి.
శుభరాత్రి.